Hey everyone, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my September TBR. I'll be taking part in 2 Readathon challenges. I'm going to be doing the Buzzword reading challenge that takes place every first week of the month from the 1st to 7th. And I'm going to be taking part in my first magical Readathon challenge. G brought it back. If you don't know who G is, she is Book Roast. I will link her channel down below along with all the details of this magical readathon. It is currently September 1st, and I'm going to try to get this up tonight. So if you're seeing it late, I apologize, but August was a month. And so this stack of books right here, I am stressed. I know a magical readathon is supposed to be fun, and I made all of my soon-to-be due back to my library books fit every single challenge. So I'm excited, and I have to read 2 of these books are for the Buzzword, so I'm doubling up on readathons. And then most of these are due back on the 13th. I don't know what I'm doing. But let's just get started. I'm going to start with you know what? Let's just go in the magical readathon order. We're starting on the novice path to Aurelium, which is the academy that's going to be next year readathon. And yeah, like I said, I don't know much. I can't articulate as well as G, who created this whole world, but I can tell you my character. I am a human from a urban corridor. I come from an urban part. So I've already set my characters, and I'm going to be reading these so I don't have to worry about them next year. So, but I'll get into that after my TBR to get to Aurelium. So, here's the map. Aurelium right in the center. And I'm from this right here, corridor. The first prompt is the novice path entrance. Read a book with a map. And I am going to be reading The Enemy by Charlie Higson. It has a map. And most of these books y'all seen on my August TBR because, like I said, August was a freaking struggle. And so, here's my map. And I think this one's due at the end of September, so I'm good on this one. And the good thing about G is that she didn't have us read these in order. So I'm going to be focusing on other books first. So here's my novice path entrance. Second prompt is Ash-Torn Tree, a book that keeps tempting you, or the top of your TBR. I will get to this damn book this month. If it kills me, I will. I've been wanting to get to this since I put down, or I closed the back of the Mark of Athena. I need to know it's a chunk, but I fly through Rick Riordan books. So, I will be getting to this. This is the 4th in the Heroes of Olympus series. And I need to know what's going on with Annabeth and Percy, because of that cliffhanger. The third prompt is The Mist of Solitude. Read a standalone. And I'm currently reading Riding the Edge, a love song to Deborah by Michael Tobin. I got it on NetGalley, and it's a nonfiction about their time, about their trip through Europe down to Greece and Spain, I think. They're just getting to Italy. So, yeah. I started that one, I think, a week ago, and I didn't pick it back up, but I'm going to finish it this month. So, I'm including it because, like I said, stress is real. But, yes, and it's a nonfiction. The next prompt, Ruin of the Sky. Read a book featuring ghost, haunted house, and or other supernatural elements. So, I just started this book today with my kids. I'm reading out loud to my children because I homeschool. I've been homeschooling for 8 years, so to get that out of the way. And we have started Palace Santiago and the River of Tears by Taylor K. Mejia. This is about La Llorona and Paula's mom. She is very into spiritual side, and she's always warning Paula not to go down by the river because of the ghost. And she's always saying, Paula, I'm not going to be home tonight because I'm going to be working and I can't keep you away from the ghost. I can't keep the ghost away from you. And so it mentions ghost and yeah, and supernatural elements like boogeyman. So yes, and we're like 3 chapters in and I'm really enjoying it. So. Obsidian Falls, read a thriller or a mystery book, and I am going to be reading The Changeling by Victor Lavalle. I know I mentioned in a couple of other videos that I had no idea why I put this on my holds at the library, but it's due back on the 13th, and I'm going to start reading it either tonight or tomorrow. And it's about a baby in woods, and it's a thriller or a mystery. I think it's a thriller. Next prompt, Tower of Rumination. Read a 5-star prediction. I don't like giving books 5-star predictions because I'm setting myself up for failure almost every time. Like, I'll think, oh, I think this is going to be a 5-star book, and I ended up hating it and like doubting myself. So I am choosing Amulet Book 6, Escape from Lucian by Kazu Kabushi. My daughter got me hooked on the series this year, and she has not read this yet. And I don't know when it's due back. I think it's due back at the end of the month. But yes, I think this is going to be 5-star because it's thick. It's thicker than the other one so far. And the 4th one, I really loved. The last installment, book 5, it wasn't my favorite, and it went very quickly. I could not remember anything that I read, and I reread it multiple times, and I still couldn't understand what was going on because it was like jumping from boom, 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 boom. So this has me intrigued right here, and along with the stones. So I think this will be 5 stars, I'm hoping. But yeah, if I'm wrong on this one, then you will never see a 5-star prediction video on my channel. The last prompt for the novice path is Aurelium Academy Arc, a book with a school setting. And I had so much trouble finding a book for this that I actually wanted to read. And you don't have to read all of the prompts, you just need to read 2 to be able to get to Aurelium. But I'm like reading library books on this one, so it's gonna happen. I'm gonna read more than 2. But and then I remembered I have an arc that of a blog tour spot that I was supposed to read like 2 years ago, and it takes place in the school, so I'm going to read that. And it's Glow Girl by M. Weidenbenner. I don't know how to pronounce that, and all I know is it takes place in school with girls that have magical powers, I think. I'm not sure. But yes, I want to read that and finally write my review. Sorry. Okay. So, down to my character creation. I chose urban as my background, and that is a book set in a city or a town. And I'm going to be reading A Darker Shade of Magic by B.E. Schwab. It has like 4 different Londons. And so, yeah. And it also fits the buzzword for this month's buzzword, which is dark. And so, a darker. And, yeah. I have been hyping myself up all year for this. And I chose this book right off the bat for this buzzword. And I can't wait to get to it because I have the other 2 up here. And yeah, I've heard so many good things about this, and I love V.E. Schwab's writing. So my next characteristic is my province. I am from Carador, and that is read a book from an ongoing series. And this book also fits the buzzword readathon. Dark Spies by Matthew Dunn. This is book 4 in the Spycatcher series. I started reading Spycatcher in February. I read Sentinel in May, and I read Slingshot in July or last month. I don't remember, but yes, I won this in a Goodreads giveaway, and I put this on my buzzword because if I didn't read it this year, I was never going to read it and I was going to get rid of it. I have grown onto the series, but if I don't like this one, I will not continue with the series because I'm not going to put any more time and effort into the series with a character that I don't like. And yeah, I may get rid of this book anyways because I don't like the shape. But if it's good, then I will read book 5 eventually. But this is for a book from an ongoing series. And the last prompt is my heritage. I'm human. I chose human. Read a contemporary or a nonfiction book. I have a library book that's due back on the 13th. Or no, on the 20th. So I still have some time. And I wanted to read it last month because I loved the show on Apple TV. And that is Long Way Round by Ewan McGregor and Charlie Boorman. Ewan McGregor, Obi-Wan Kenobi. They go on a motorcycle journey around the world. They start in London and they go through Europe. They go through the Ukraine, Russia, Mongolia, and they go through on the Road of Bones in Russia, and then they cross the Pacific or the Strait. I don't know what that strait's called. Into Alaska, into Canada, and they all go all the way and end in New York. So I loved the show and I cannot wait to read this. I love watching documentaries and then reading the books after because it's a companion. And it also has a map, but you can't double up. So, and it's got pictures. So, yeah. So, that is it for my September Magical Readathon TBR. If you are also taking part, leave me a comment down below so I can come watch your TBR or check your blog post. And yeah, so if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you on my next video.